Science is part of our everyday life, and evidence-based science communication is one of those things that's just needed now more than ever. Modern science itself is amazing. It has provided us with, just better lives in a whole bunch of ways. But when the rubber hits the road, it's actually human beings who have to make the choice about whether or not to use science. And many of these decisions ultimately relate to how well we understand science information, how well we process it, and how well we use it. When people make decisions, we actually make decisions using two different ways of thinking. One way of thinking is very deliberative and analytical. It's what you might imagine people do when they're using the numbers. They're listing and weighing the pros and cons of the choice that they're faced with. But there's also another way that we make decisions, and that's that we make our decisions with our emotions. In COVID-19, we have that gut feeling of fear, and that gut feeling is actually really helpful most of the time. It quickly guides us to prepare for danger, either by running away from the risk or preparing for it. But it can also have us make mistakes. Despite the information that people hear, we're not all that great at assessing risk. We do tend to use our gut feelings or this fear or emotion that we experience instead of logical analysis to evaluate the risks that are around us. And so with the coronavirus in particular, how much fear you experience about it may actually matter more to you than the objective chance that you'll be infected by it. One of the things that's been really interesting in the COVID situation is how much uncertainty that people have felt. Over the past months, I've talked actually to a lot of people who said that this uncertainty just made them feel like they were driving in the dark without GPS, like they didn't know where they were going and they just needed some guidance. And research on science communication and developing good science-based communication methods are part of how we can provide people with a GPS in a sense. It's part of how we can help guide them through the dark towards behaviors that may not be completely effective, but they're at least going to help them make better choices, and they're going to be more likely to reduce the risk of COVID for them. Because ultimately what we want to do is we want to make complex science useful for people's decisions so that we can help them improve their own lives.